Hey, have you downloaded my free Tools I Use PDF yet? Just go to dansfx.tv/tools to get it. It's totally free. I cover all the gear I use, both software and hardware, and why I use it. You might find some surprises in there. Have you ever struggled with making a truly great video on a shorter amount of time? I did too. Just like you, I wanted to make an impact with my videos, and frankly, wanted each one to be better than the last. But it was a struggle until I finally learned this one thing. It's the most important thing you should consider before you begin to work on your next video masterpiece. That is, learn your shortcuts. Come on, Dan, is that it? Yes. Let me explain. I remember back in the days of editing on 1-inch tape. A long time ago, there was an editor that was training another editor, and he used to slap the new editor's hand if he reached for the fast forward lever instead of simply typing in the timecode. I guess he thought he was the General Patton of video or something and took it a little too far. Well, I won't slap you if you reach for the menu with your mouse to select undo instead of typing Command Z with your keyboard, but maybe that image will help remind you to not do that. The point is that the time it takes you to grab your mouse, slide it up to the pull-down menu, and then sift through each category until you find that command, say like copy and paste, you could have done 3 to 4 edits in the same time. Likely most of you know that it's Command C and Command V, or Control C and V for Windows users. That's an easy one, as it's pretty much standardized across all Mac and PC apps that are worth using. But taking that to the next level, I use copy so often that I didn't even want to type Command C, but just changed it to simply C. Man, now we're cooking with fire. Or take, for example, if you want to replace a shot. You could mark in and out, boom, boom, or you could mark clip, boom, and then do an overwrite edit to replace, or you could map the command replace with clip from source in Premiere Pro to the number 3. Again, I use it so often, I wanted to map it to one keystroke. Okay, one last example, and I'll let you go. How about when using markers on the timeline? Did you know that there's a shortcut for snapping to each one? I mapped Command up arrow, Command down arrow to snap the CTI to previous and next markers, respectively. I use this one a ton. I have a lot of shortcuts mapped, and anytime I find I'm doing a new function more often, I quickly map it to somewhere on my keyboard or the Stream Deck. If I'm going to be doing a particular function an extended period of time, like audio editing or logging or doing an assembly cut, I might just use a keyboard layout just for that mode. Whew, I hope that gets your creative juices flowing. Hey, have you downloaded my free Tools I Use PDF yet? Just go to dansfx.tv/tools to get it. It's totally free. I cover all the gear I use, both software and hardware, and why I use it. You might find some surprises in there. Hey, let me know what some of your favorite hardware and software choices are. Just drop a comment below. Also, I want you to go to dansfx.tv and download the new pack for filmmakers called TV Textures. It's 150 clips of real tube TVs from the 80s and 90s and all the goodness that brings. Glitches, pixels, tears, scan lines, all sorts of awesome stuff to level up your edit. Just throw it on the top there, give it a little extra sauce, or put it in for a transition, give it some glitches effects, combine it with expressions, displacement maps, whatever you like. It works with all editing apps, Premiere, Resolve, Final Cut, After Effects. It's just footage. Just drag and drop. Change the blend mode and voila, looks like butter. For a limited time, use the coupon code DAN20 for 20% off. Go get it. Until next time, know this: God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. Stay creative.